Welcome back to the news at 10. Let's take a look at some sports now. Here's Charles Eruka.
Thanks, Ijoma. Welcome to Sports News. President of the Nigeria Basketball Federation, Tijani Umar, is confident that the national women's basketball team, the Tigress, will qualify for the 2016 Olympic Games in Rio. Mr. Umar told Channels Television that the NBBF has lined up a series of friendlies to keep the team in shape. They are drawn in Group C alongside Korea and Belarus for the Women's Olympic qualifying tournament that will hold in France from June the 13th to the 19th.
Of May will be when they will come. It is very important that we take their qualification very seriously, because that was the same situation when we went for the qualifiers with the men and people wrote us off. And then we surprised the world. I told them that never underestimate what these players can do. And the basketball program, the national team, has actually improved. And we have about 5 top players who did not play in Cameroon at the AfroBasket. So when they come in there, it's going to be a big fight for the uniforms. And so we are playing a friendly in Turkey against the Turkish national team. Okay? And then we are also, going to move on to France and play against Argentina before the WOQT.
Now to football. Super Eagles midfielder Ogenyo Naze fancies his chances of representing the country at the Rio Olympics. The Lazio midfielder scored his first goal of the season in more than 10 months at the weekend and now hopes to be part of the Dream Team 6 to Rio 2016. The midfielder, who was part of the Super Eagles side that won the 2013 African Cup of Nations, says he's been in talks with coach Samson Siasia and he'll be delighted to be part of the team. Nigeria will play in Group B, which also has Sweden, Colombia and Japan. And in tennis, after ending his 4-year wait for a 9th Monte Carlo Masters, Rafael Nadal looks set to equal Guillermo Vilas's record of 49 clay titles with the Barcelona Open this week. Nadal, who has taken 8 titles in Barcelona, more than any other player in the history of the tournament, is keen to keep the winning momentum. One of the favorites for the tournament alongside the Spaniard is Japan's Kei Nishikori. The world number 6 is 2-time reigning champion of the Open, and Nadal is wary of the challenge he faces.
It's tough physically to play 2 tournaments in a row, playing 2 tough matches in the last 2 matches, semi-finals and finals. So I need to recover myself, but at the same time I need to practice to be ready here. 9-10 years I have been very successful in almost every event. No? So clay have been a very positive surprise for me for such a long time, and playing here at home is always a special feeling. No? Barcelona is an amazing city, and the tournament is so special for everybody, but especially for the Spanish players. So we are very excited to be here. Oh, he plays unbelievable in all the surfaces. No, that's a real thing. No, he's so good, and he already won here 2 times, and he's for sure one of the favorites here.
Elsewhere, the International Olympic Committee says the impeachment process against Brazilian President Dilma Rousseff should not divert from preparations for the Olympics. Brazil's Chamber of Deputies has voted to open impeachment proceedings against President Rousseff less than 4 months before the August the 5th opening of South America's first Olympics. The measure now goes to the Senate, where a majority vote will determine whether Rousseff is suspended. But the IOC says preparations have now entered a very operational phase, where these kinds of political issues have much less influence than at other stages of organizing the Olympic Games. And in golf, Charlie Hall has mixed feelings about her second-place finish at the first Women's Major Championship of 2016, describing it as a missed opportunity. The golden girl of British golf burst onto the stage in 2013 when, as the youngest player in the history of the Solheim Cup, the then 17-year-old won 2 of her 3 matches to inspire Europe to their first victory on US soil. Hull's game has continued to progress since then, and she came close to landing her first major earlier this month, ending in a share of 2nd place, 1 stroke behind New Zealander Lydia Ko. That's it on Sports News. Back to Ijoma with the rest of the news at 10.
Thanks a lot, Charles. Now, at least 21 people are reportedly wounded in an explosion that went off on a bus, setting another bus on fire in South Jerusalem. Israeli police say many of the victims were injured by flying metal nails and nuts. Police revealed that one of the two people who were seriously injured is undergoing investigation on suspicion of being responsible. An embattled Brazil President Dilma Rousseff has vowed to fight on in spite of her defeat in the election at the lower house of Congress. Brazil Attorney General Eduardo Cardoso says the president is promising to fight against moves to impeach her. Lawmakers are accusing her of manipulating government accounts and are moving for her impeachment. Ms. Rousseff has denied the allegations, describing the impeachment move as a coup. And on the entertainment news tonight, Triple MG replaces singer Emraya, and these and more stories we'll have with Mayowa Ogundele.
Many thanks, and here are your trending entertainment stories. Singer MC Galaxy has finally released his collaboration with American producer and singer Swiss Beats, the remix of his hit dance track, Sekem. A video for the collaboration is also on the way. One of Nigeria's leading record labels, Triple MG, has unveiled singer Tonya as a new First Lady about a year after Emma Naira called it quits. The announcement was made by CEO of the label, Ubi Franklin, via Instagram. Tonya now replaces Emma Naira after a bitter split between the latter and the label last year. On the music front, HKN leader Davido has just released a new track titled Chillin'. The song features international star Akon and rapper Runtown.
Cause I'm feeling this shit. Anybody with a hit, tell her that one I stand out, stand out, stand out, stand out, that one I stand out.
Upcoming act Bills has just released a new video for the remix of his song Standard. Shot on the streets of California, the video features YBNL lead act Olamide.
So long, gotta book myself. If I do smell a show, make I shook myself. Standard, outside, standard. When the body play foot, I bang the back that.
My name is Mosumola Omoele Adigun Omoba. I am here representing Fancy.
A Nollywood actress Adunia Ade plays lead in upcoming movie Bandits. Directed by Brandon Jose, the movie tells the story of 4 bandits who get a directive to steal priceless information from a history professor at the University of Lagos. Bandits also stars Yomi Black, Timini Egbuson, Elma Godwin and Barack Uche.
What if you don't find it? Or better say, what if you find it?
And those are the stories from entertainment. Many thanks for watching. Let's head back to the main news.
Thanks a lot, Mayowa. The death toll from the earthquake that hit Ecuador has risen to 350. President Rafael Correa, while giving the figure, expresses concern that some people might still be alive under the rubble of the collapsed buildings, adding that the tally might rise further. Mr. Correa says the quake is the worst in 70 years and that reconstruction will cost billions of dollars. And the main news again. Nigerian army troops today repelled an attack launched by Boko Haram insurgents on the 113 Battalion Kareto in northern Borno State. The battle is reported to have lasted for over 10 hours. Army spokesman Colonel Sani Usman told Channels Television that a mop-up operation is in progress. And that's the news at 10 tonight. Thanks so much for staying with us. I'm Ijoma Hunyato. You have a good night.